Welcome to the Everything Podcast. This episode I'm into recapping Not Suitable for Work, but before I do, I'm recording this episode on Thursday, the 25th of June, 2026, and this episode will follow a normal TV recap, so I will show you the trailer in its act, then I'll talk about each episode, including my thoughts afterwards. So before I do spoil the events of Not Suitable for Work, here's the trailer.
Real day of work, and I have decided it's my alpha day. Your what? Did you get nothing from Wolf of Wall Street?
New person. Get in here.
I need to make a big impression.
Do any of you consumer and retail experts know what Yarn Barn is?
Are you into crafting?
Do I look like I'm into crafting?
No.
Correct.
You are the assistant to a celebrity stylist.
Were you just checking me out?
What? No.
It's too bad.
This is our sexual harassment training. Hands off your coworkers. Now sign this saying that I trained you, or you're fired.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my god. You gotta chill out and not come on too strong.
Not tonight, pervert!
Ah!
Davis?
Why did you do that?
Why are you following me?
I'm not. I'm walking home. Oh my god, my eyes. What happened to you? I just met the woman of my dreams.
Josh, if you want the job so badly, why don't you just call your dad? He owns the network.
Your dad knows so many celebrities.
Wait, why is there a photo missing?
I think he'll beat the charges, but why risk it? Dad, stop. Guys, I hate med school. It's not a human. It's just a piece of meat.
Kel, we can all hear you. This is very awkward for us.
Good evening, gentlemen.
This party's insane. If you'll excuse me, I see at least 15 ladies I need to talk to before my beta blocker wears off.
You have a crush.
I can't have sex with a coworker, let alone my boss.
Well, can I have sex with him? He's so hot.
Abby,
People are either productive or dead weight.
if you're not steamrolling someone, you are getting steamrolled.
If you're not willing to sacrifice everything for this job,
My coworkers, they don't take me seriously. What have you done?
the exit is right there.
Someone bring a gurney. If anything goes wrong, I will kill you.
Come on, hop on, ET style.
We can start with the oysters.
Aren't you crazy allergic to shellfish?
You saw how proud she was. And one little guy is fine. Are you okay? You're like very sweaty.
What did you do?
Oh, I don't know. Tried to be a gentleman.
That was the trailer for Not Suitable for Work. So now we'll go through each episode and just kind of spoiler warning now. And spoiler warning for me, I really liked the first few episodes for some reason, and then I still enjoyed the later ones. I don't know if it was just that what the episodes were or whatever. But anyway, 9 episodes, the first season, hopefully. As of time of recording, Not Suitable for Work hasn't been renewed renewed for season 2 or cancelled. So who knows what's happening with it? I do hope it gets a second season, and you'll see why when I talk about the episodes. So we start off with episode 1, titled "Welcome to Murrayville." Whoa, 2 girls live across the hall from 3 guys. I'll watch this. This is the longest episode of the season. And kind of we're introduced to Josh, Kel, Davis, Abby, Bill, and AJ. And we kind of see kind of them meeting each other and how they react and stuff. So then we move on to episode 2, titled "Evil Nepo, Son of the King." Well, one guy's treated bad at work, meanwhile the girls to be hustling. So this episode kind of is the episode focused on Josh, really, and Josh is what you would refer to as a Nepo baby, kind of gets a job because his parents work somewhere. Technically I am with my job, but anyway, not in the same way as this, kind of being entitled or anything. Just that, So yeah, Josh kind of ends up asking his dad to get him a job, basically, and the main presenter actually played by Victor Garber, I recognise from playing Martin Stein in the Arrowverse. These appeared in loads of other things. This was a nice welcome surprise because obviously he doesn't appear in the trailer. We then move on to episode 3, titled The Philadelphia Thirst Monster. Well, date or dinner party, that's the main issue of this episode. So, kind of the main revelation in this episode is a couple of things. Is that Davis is allergic to shellfish, but keeps his skit to impress AJ, who he has a crush on. Josh and AJ slept together, and it was both of theirs first, as it turns out. The only difference is that Josh hasn't told the guys that bit. And then they kind of it becomes clear why they kind of didn't have a relationship and all of that. And the first 3 episodes were released on the 2nd of June, and then there were 2 episodes released every week. I think, yeah, that's right. So we move on to episode 4, titled The Jawline of Your Dreams. Whoa, the handsome guy's on a billboard, but twist, he didn't want to be. So this is Cal. So Cal kind of quits medical school, I can't remember in which episode, because he wants to be an actor. Within that, he becomes a teacher, basically to pay the bills. Instead, and kind of ends up going through an AI machine, which I don't think he realised that's what it was. So kind of the studio can use his image. Which obviously is a scary thing for anyone in a creative industry of anything, which kind of the podcast would fall into, but yeah, that's not going to happen. It's not going to be the Everything Podcast, now created by AI, that's not going to happen. We then move on to episode 5, titled Fisher Charged. Whoa, that tall guy dated a girl, now she hates him, glad it's not me. Yeah, I can't really remember what happens in this episode. I think this is more a work-heavy episode because AJ and Davis work at the same place. Yeah, we then move on to episode 6, titled Handsome Moon Guy. Well, one of the guys moves in with the girls. It's pretty funny. So Cal moves in with Abby and AJ. And then Josh meets Bill without knowing that Bill and AJ's... AJ's dating him until he sees doing the dishes and sees the mug. Cal already knows but hasn't had the heart to tell Davis yet. That then moves on to episode 7, titled Does John Hamm Cry? Won't you wonder what the guy from Mad Men is like in real life? We then are introduced, in this episode, we're introduced to the idea that the boys have created called Steaks and Tears, where they go for a nice dinner and get their emotions out, as we thought it was going to be for Davis, kind of learning about AJ, but that doesn't tend up to happen there. That happens at home later in the episode. It turns out to be because Josh kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Humiliates his father by getting him to tidy up his own mess instead of getting someone else to do it, and learns just he's a bad person. We then move on to episode 8, titled Denver is for Lovers. Whoa, Christmas episode, it's not the last one. Weird, at the end of episode 7, or 6, I can't remember which episode. One of the cliffhangers for one of the episodes, it's not 8 or 9 though, so it's a previous one. Bill picks AJ up. So Christmas episode, which watching a Christmas episode in June is a weird experience, I would say, because it's basically as far away as you can get from Christmas, because it's not January or February we just had one, or it's not September, October, November, December where we're approaching the next one. So it is a weird thing. Yeah, and in Christmas episode, so kind of seeing what everyone does for Christmas, really. We then move on to the finale, titled A Birthday Party for the Whole World. Well, it's New Year's Eve, someone's getting punched and someone gets kissed. So Josh seems to be flirting with AJ, seemingly after the Davis debacle, and Bill isn't honest with AJ and they break up and all of that stuff, and Josh ends up going to work, and Paula, who we believe didn't like Josh very much after helping Wes get on the New Year's Eve programme, that doesn't really happen over here. It is an American thing that they kind of get celebrities on and all sorts to talk about the last year and the new year, obviously. Yeah, so lets him leave early for his date with AJ. And just before Josh returns, he sees AJ and Davis kiss, and that kind of is the cliffhanger to season 1. Yeah, that's kind of it. So let me know what you thought of Not Suitable for Work if you watched it. My recap, if you didn't as well, if you like me, if you want there to be a second season or not as well. I don't think anyone would, probably not I wouldn't imagine, because it seems to be a little bit for everyone. But yeah, without further ado, let me know what you thought of Not Suitable for Work, and I will see you in a future episode of the podcast. See you then. Goodbye.